Hey, it's John play Immaculate Grid. Going for I'll go for the low rarity score. I already played the timed version, so I'll show you what I played for that one. So you're not gonna see me exactly live. Reason I'm doing that is I played the timed version and I went to share the the other screen for the rarity version, and I realized I was like showing like my personal email and and one of them was like bank information as I was scrolling through. Once again, low value production, and I appreciate you guys hanging with me while I do it. It took me about a minute 15 to do this one. I'll start sharing. Let's see, there it is. So I went with I was actually like I started in with John Lackey. I'm like, did Lackey actually play for the Cardinals? And I like second guessed myself. Lackey would have worked as well. He played a couple seasons with the Cardinals. Went with Hornsby, who was only 2% still, which is pretty good. Wainwright finished with exactly 200 wins. Guys, 200th win against the Brewers. Got Pedro there. Area. This is going to be a tough category for me in the rarity round that I'm about to play. Um, and then, lots of people work for this one. So I went with Walter Johnson, but there's any number of options. Um, yeah, that's pretty much that category. I'm going to stop share, reshare, this time not share my bank information. Um, it is once again, you're getting what you paid for. But yeah, it took me about a minute 15 though. I was a little bit slower on this one. All right. So for 200 career wins, I think a good one for the Cardinals is Jack Powell. Works for the Cardinals and Orioles, and therefore by extension the St. Louis Browns. So he works for both St. Louis teams, and he had just over 200 wins, right? Yeah. So he goes .03. It's a pretty good look. Um, yeah, trying to think of someone who will work there. You got Lou Brock and Ernie Broglio here. Grover Alexander also works. Hornsby discussed. Jason Marquis, I think, works. Gary Gaetti works. Um, trying to remember if Cubs one of the teams Pat Borders played for. I know the Cardinals are, but I don't think so. I think he played for the Astros, not the Cubs. Um, this is the only team combination we can play, so you wanna at least get a good low one there. Um, I'm trying to get someone more creative than who I've thought of so far, but I mean, let's see, I'm trying to remember, does Chance work? I like to play him. I know he works for the Astros and the Pirates. I want to say he does work for the Cubs, but I'm not actually 100% on that. Um, why don't we go over here? Let's get some players with over 40 career WAR. Let's see. For people who played for the Cubs at some point in their career, I think Richie Ashburn would be a pretty good one. Um, I want to say Gossage is just over 40, but I'm not super sure on that. You obviously don't have that many opportunities when you're a closer. Certainly Andre Dawson will work. Sandberg would be a really obvious one, so will work. Fred McGriff will work. He was briefly a Cub. I want to say Moises Alou is just over 40, but I'm not exactly sure on that one. I think Buckner is under 40. Um, who else? Who else? I'm actually not even sure if Lou Brock is at 40 WAR. He's I think the lowest WAR of anyone in the 3,000 hit club. What about like a Charlie Root, maybe? Um, Billy Herman. There's some old timey players. Cap Anson will certainly work. Um, Jimmy Fox would work. I think Ashburn is probably the best one I've come up with so far. Um, I'm trying to think. Like I don't, even though it's right on a baseball player's baseball reference page these days, I don't really remember WAR. like a player's career WAR because it's a number that doesn't stay stagnant. It does change as they make new adjustments and look at things. It doesn't change as drastically as I think it used to. Like there'd be some big corrections in the past. Now I think it's, you know, guys might change by one or two wars sometimes, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, I haven't really come up with anyone yet who's like super super rare. Um, Not trying Alfonso Soriano. Um, Billy Williams will work. That's not gonna be work. That's not gonna be rare. Yeah, let's just hit Ashburn. 0.1. All right, that was pretty good. It was a long way to get there, but we got there. Let's see here. Born outside the United States. Larry Walker will work. Um, I went with Ichiro. I think we decided Olerud was actually born in the United States, even though I think he's Canadian or has Canadian citizenship. Andrew Jones would work. I'm trying to think of rare people. I mean, there's some obvious, like Pedro obviously works, and Clemente obviously works. Pujols obviously works, but in terms of people who just kind of snuck across the threshold, that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of here. Um, Over here, let's go with Fergie, just because I think he'll be pretty popular up here. Okay, 2%. Not. Oh, no, you know what? Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll take that. I thought someone really good, but I'm not gonna play him because he doesn't work. Um, I'm trying to like Cesar Sedan. I'm not actually 100% sure he was born outside the United States. I'm not gonna play him. Um, I think Jose Cruz Sr. works. Pretty sure. Um, how about Orlando Cepeda, whose Hall of Fame induction ceremony I got to watch. He's at 1%, whole percent. All right. And then let's see here. 40 WAR, 200 career wins. What do we think of? Hmm. Rick Ruschel is coming to mind. Um, Jack Morris does work. I wonder who'd be more popular among those. Because like Morris's whole thing was he wasn't a good enough pitcher to really get into the Hall of Fame. He did get in the Hall of Fame, but um, that being said, he did have over 40 career WAR at least. So there's that. Um, I think like Herb Pennock would probably work. That's an option. I think would he? Now I'm trying to remember what he'd be at. Let's go with Big Rick. 0.3. All right. I've been dancing around this one, trying to come up with someone who would be really rare. Kind of struggling there. I think the Broglio trade is way too popular. I've used Hornsby. Let's try Gaetti. Full percent. Okay, I could have done a lot better than that. There's a lot of there's some sheer talent there. I just have to dig a little bit deeper in the brain. Let's see. Any Cardinal born outside United States in DC. Um, Placido Polanco comes to mind. Orlando Pena. Let's play him. He was a Cardinal. Two players named Orlando on the same row. 0.01. That's more like it. All right. And then up here, oh, let's see. Where do I want it? Let's go down here just because I want to build up some suspense because I think 200 strikeouts for the Cubs is going to be what I'm going to struggle with. I'm not sure who I'm going to put there. But 200 strikeouts and 200 wins, I should be able to come up with someone. Drysdale seems like he'd be a good candidate because he was at like 209 wins. I think Hershiser was at like 201 wins. Um, yeah, let's go Hershiser. Well, did he have 200 strikeouts in a season? Surprise me. I'm gonna chicken out and go with Drysdale. Still sub one. I'll take it. And now we're going for the Cubs and 200 strikeouts. What do you guys think? Pryor will work. Kerry Wood was the most popular. Jake Arrieta worked. Stroman probably works. Um, Big Rick might have worked. Um, Fergie obviously would have worked. Um, Not sure on Grover Alexander. I'm not sure on Orville overall. I know he's a 20 game winner. I don't know about 200 strikeouts though. Don't know about Charlie Root, who's the all-time leader in wins for the Cubs. Um, Zambrano, I think, did it. Not sure on like Lester and Hendricks and those guys for the 16 Cubs. Yeah, old timey players and their strikeout totals. I'm never really sure what to do with. I need to look up players who had over 200 strikeouts before 1950 in a season, because for a lot of them, it's like 200 strikeouts and like 350 innings. It's like not a big strikeout rate or anything. It's just volume. Just trying to think of people from the 80s, kind of struggling there. In the 90s, I don't know, Tapani and John Lieber maybe. Be an interesting one. I'm not sure on Lieber. He was a 20 game winner though. Pryor definitely works. Zambrano, I'm very sure works. But who do I want to play? Let's go with Grover. Nope. Let's check out Grover. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's check out 16 people work. Grover Alexander did strike out 200 people with the Phillies, did lead the league in strikeouts with the Cubs, but only with 173 in 363 innings pitched. He had 4.3 strikeouts per 9 innings and led the league. He was in his Cubs career, he was mostly hovering around two-ish strikeouts in the latter part of his career per 9 innings. But he did lead the league with 5.8 per nine. So yeah, if you're going early, Orville overall would have worked. I should have played him. And he was the last one for like 60 years. I would have been right about Pryor, Zambrano. Not Hendricks, Lester, yes. All right. Well, I'll call it there, take another L, and I mean, I could have gotten someone, but I don't think it would have been a low rarity score. So, thanks a lot for playing, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Peace.